This is a new taste review video, and as you can see, it's of the McDonald's Big Tasty. It's part of their festive range of food on their menus. Now there are two variations on the Big Tasty. There's the normal Big Tasty, and there's the Big Tasty with bacon. I opted to go without the bacon because I do love bacon, but I'm very particular as to how I like my bacon cooked. And sometimes it's kind of hit and miss. In a way that sometimes if you're ordering a burger, whether it's from McDonald's or whoever it is, the way that they cook the bacon is, well, I tend to like my bacon a little more dry and a lot more crispy, and a lot less rind on the actual bacon. But that's just me. If you do, bear in mind, if you do get the Big Tasty with bacon, the price of the burger is a little bit more expensive. Whether or not you obviously get it as a solo burger, or you get it in a meal. What I went for is the extra large, and that costs in the UK is £7.69, and that gives you obviously the Big Tasty, obviously with that bacon. You get a large drink, which I got here, and that's a Fanta, and you get obviously the large fries. Obviously, as people may know, McDonald's fries taste better obviously when they're pretty much the minute that you get them, and as soon as you get home they get cold, and then when you microwave them or whatever it is that you do to warm them back up, they tend to harden a little bit, and they're less they lose that fluffiness. But that's what you get with all things when you try to well, with chips anyway. And the meal itself, if you get extra large, is £7.69. I only ended up paying 20p for it, and the reason why is because I had a £7.50 voucher, so I only ended up having to pay 20p, and I had to use the voucher before the 31st of December. So I thought, you know, I may as well just use it now. So I just thought we'll go with the fries, which people know what the McDonald's tastes like. Well, should know what it tastes like, because sometimes they don't put enough salt on it, and sometimes they do. I suppose still nice, but I suppose it's a little bit cold. My only criticism is that I wish that they would put a little bit more in there, because they don't. And considering that they put obviously you get the different sizes of fries. They've put the prices up in McDonald's for it must be about the 5th or 6th time during this year that they put the price up. We'll try the drink, which again people should know what a Fanta tastes like. What I do miss is that McDonald's used to do, well, here in the UK they used to do Fanta still, and I really love that drink, especially if you have it ice cold. And then now for the last 3 or 4 years they don't do it anymore, which is a real shame. So we shall try this out. It's pretty nice and refreshing. Obviously still cold because they've put the ice in it, and it's their festive design on their cups. So yeah, that's Fanta. Again, I wish it was the Fanta still, which I don't do anymore. And now for the main event, the Big Tasty. As you can see, it comes in a green box with the Big Tasty and with their festive green colours on there. I don't know how long they're doing it for. Was it after Christmas now? But then obviously you got New Year's. So I don't know how long they're going to be doing it for after New Year's. It can't be too long. The box itself is kind of alright. I do miss the back in the 80s when they used to have the polystyrene ones, but obviously we're in an age of recycling. The box seems to be, well, it looks bigger than a Big Mac box and even a £1/4 pounder box. And obviously when you see the adverts of the pictures of what their bigger burgers look like, They usually look really big and fluffy when you see the pictures of them, but when you actually get it and it's made, it doesn't look anything like that. And then I tend to find now that when you buy their the burgers with a Big Mac or wherever it is, they don't seem to be as filling in it anymore. Obviously, you've got places like Five Guys in the UK and other burger establishments, and obviously, I've noticed, well, with Five Guys, for example, you get a massive. You could just eat the burger alone; is virtually a meal itself. But obviously, you're gonna have to pay a lot more money for something like that. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to do a food review of a Five Guys burger sometime in the future. So we'll open this up. Oh God, you can already see that it's not very well made. If people remember, they did one of the ranges of Spanish burgers, which I did which must have been several months ago, and I have to admit I did not like the taste of the burger. They didn't put enough sauce in it. The burger itself didn't. Well, for what is meant to have this Spanish flavour to it, it didn't feel like that at all. And for the price that we're charging, which is a lot of money, I didn't think it was worth it. As you can see, you've got the big tasty here. You can see the way, obviously, the way they've put out the bun. It's kind of a bit, for me, it's a bit sloppily made and squashed down. You can see the lettuce already coming out, and then you can see the burger already peeking out as it is. As I've already said, these are they tend to just rush out the burgers, and they don't look appetizing in terms of their appearance. But obviously, the taste is where it all matters. We'll open up the burger here, and as you can see, this is all slopping all over the place. I'm trying to see if I can put some of it back there, which is kind of really difficult. You can see the burger there. That is a large. It was supposed to be a large flat burger. You can see that the lettuce and the sauce and the tomato, well, with one little tomato that they kind of give you, and whatever sauce that's on there. As I said before, I'm not particularly keen on the actual presentation of the actual burger itself, but you know, it's as I say, the proof's in the pudding when it comes to the eating. So we'll lift this up. As you can see, it's a good size. You've got a sesame seed bun there. You got underneath it there. And then that's a bit sloppy. And again, they put a little bit of, I don't know what that is. It could be cheese for all I know. And there's nothing beneath there. So you can see that a little bit messy there. I should have got napkins, but we shall try this out. You can see the middle of the burger there. Now, what I will say about the burger, sorry, I just got the sauce all off my finger, is that what I will say about it is, although the presentation of it, for me, is sloppily made, the actual taste of the burger is really, really good. You can taste like the crispiness of the lettuce. The sauce has kind of got this kind of a smoky type taste to it. So it's got a smoky, tangy taste, which is actually really kind of nice. It seems like they're using a different burger that they would use to say whether or not you would get a Big Mac or a quarter pounder. But I would say, after eating it, I would say I can understand why it's called the Mac Tasty. I would say, yeah, it's actually really nice. I really like it. I mean, I'm more of a Big Mac fan myself, because I just love, obviously, the burgers and the sauces that they're using and all the ingredients and the pickles. But yeah, I would say the Mac Tasty really is nice. Now, I think for the burger itself, it's just over £5 for the burger. Would I say it's worth it? I would say for the size and the actual taste of it, I definitely would say that it is worth it. And that's coming from me, right? Considering that I support that I had that Spanish burger that I did the review of, that was of a similar price, and I found that very disappointing in the taste, because I was expecting it more of a kind of more of a Spanish taste to it. Again, that burger was sloppily made as well, but to me, I didn't think it was worth it. I do think that the price could have been a little bit lower, but obviously, as they put up the price there of their stuff on their menu, there's pretty much nothing much more you can do with that. Again, as I said, I was lucky because I had a £7.50 voucher, so I didn't have to pay the full whack for it. So that's made it a little bit, well, a lot lighter on my wallet, just having to pay 20p. Now, would I buy this again? I would say definitely, if they decide to bring it back, or whatever, how long it's going to be still on the menu, I definitely would buy another one if I felt like I needed something to eat. Again, if you go to a place like Five Guys for a couple of extra quid, you're probably going to get a much bigger burger for a couple of for a few more quid. So bear that in mind. I would say that it kind of would depend on what your budget is and how much you're going to spend, whether it's something you want to have for dinner, or a quick snack, or a lunch, or on your lunch break. But I definitely would recommend the McTasty. I would say it's definitely really nice. Again, as I said, presentation of it not very well put together, but the actual taste of the burger, I do think it's worth. It. Could be a little bit cheaper here and there, but aside from that, it gets the big thumbs up from me. So I shall close and I'll probably get the rest of it later on. So anyway, I hope people found this video informative. Please feel free to like and to share this video with your friends or family. Also, if you can give the video a like, which only takes a mere couple of seconds, because that helps with the YouTube algorithms, because of being a small-time YouTuber. Obviously, the algorithms don't work in our favour for other people who aren't subscribed to my channel, or if the video circulates around YouTube. So likes really do help in allowing other people to find my videos and hopefully subscribing. Speaking of that, if you already haven't subscribed to my channel, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I tend not to bombard people with a lot of videos. I try to spread them out evenly, so you don't have to worry about that. Again, as I said, I'm hoping to do more food reviews in the future, drinks, stuff like that. I should be doing and giving you my honest opinion on whether or not I feel that they're money for value, or if they taste good. Again, it's going to want to be in my opinion, but I'm not going to blow smoke at people's arse, right, with just bootlicking it, because obviously I'm paying for it. Well, in this case, not 98%. Well, didn't pay for 98% of the meal, but yeah, and because I know that meals that so a lot of these fast food places can be very expensive these days, and I'm one of these people where if I've been to a place on a regular basis and I know what the meal is going to taste like, but if you're going to a new place or trying out and something new in the menu and it's very expensive, the last thing that you want is to spend a lot of money on something and then it just doesn't taste very good and then you wasted your money. So it's kind of a guide and kind of helping other people out, and whether or not you think something tastes good, or whether you're getting money for value. Because for me, that's when it comes to food or products in general, doesn't matter what it is, to me it's about money for value, especially in this day and age where money is tight. So anyway, again, I hope people enjoy this video, and I will try to do more in the future, but you probably won't be seeing them on a regular basis. Plus I don't get fat and they do cost a lot of money. So I'll speak to you all again soon. So take care, bye for now, and depending on when this video is uploaded, I'm wishing everybody across the world a happy new year, and hopefully it's a better 2023 for everybody out there, especially if I had a bad year this year. So bye for now.